Kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. The Bengals drive about to get going, and the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at their own. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Khalil Mack. For his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll set up. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.
This player's development trait is hidden. Next, the Broncos and Jaguars face off for the 14th time. Denver can even up the series at 7 apiece, or Jacksonville will win their 5th and the last 7 in the series. It's week 2, and it's next.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipals. Play action. It's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's the way to hit.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man right side is Shark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Again, it's Lawrence. Lawrence to Chark. 1st down, Jackson. Touchdown! Marvin Jones. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now Gordon on 1st down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Running right through him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 102 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Denver, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
Coming up, we'll see Justin Herbert and the Chargers hosting Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. These teams meet for just the 12th time since 1972. It's week 2 in the National Football League, and it's next.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, Wanderers SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers.
The Chargers take over first and 10. They're on 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Let's go. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 76 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease.
And he will get in across the chop for the Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
7 yards the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Eckler. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. from the 50. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Check 26, check 26.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Chargers, first down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this is caught by Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin, his 3rd touchdown. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on Charger TV. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
That post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
If he was going to get that anyway, he may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will score. Touchdown. Josh Palmer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A dump off to Elliott. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And again, it's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down at just 1 yard there. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A first down carry by Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On third down, it's Prescott. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
The The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites, and that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. More from L.A. in a moment. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. On the run, it's Dowdle. Able to slither by. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Pushing his way through. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. Pushes him over. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for 9th. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. 97 yards rushing now for Zeke. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Not much there, only a yard.
this possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 43. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. A first down throw for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good-looking drive. The Cowboys so far, it's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Dak. And this one goes incomplete. The first misfire there after 6 straight completions, and it leads to fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cedric Wilson. Third. Yards. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those...
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
If they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now the football changes hands. They're going to take a look at this just to make sure. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 5, 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Prescott. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.